Welcome, everybody. Today, it's a pleasure to have Willie Henriquez here, an experienced entrepreneur and real estate investor. Welcome, Willie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege and an honor to be on your platform today.
It's great to have you here, man. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your background?
So, my name is Willie Henriquez. I'm based in Connecticut, in the United States. I'm 33 years old. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. A little background before my a little story about myself before I got into my entrepreneur and what I do focus now full-time in real estate. I came here when I was 7 years old from Puerto Rico. My little brothers burned down the house down, and I came into a little town in Connecticut at 7 years old. So I've been in America since. I haven't visited back. Throughout my childhood, I was raised by a single dad. He was a full-time barber, and that's where I got my entrepreneur mindset. I seen him work hard, raise 4 kids on his own. He was a full-time barber, and when I was younger, I used to sweep the chairs. Right, I used to get $1, $2, $3 for each chair. Sorry about that. And so ever since I was young, I was working hard. So fast forward, now. For 7 years, I was taking care of people with disabilities. So I was in the healthcare industry. Then COVID hit, and that's when I started my entrepreneur life. And I started a couple businesses. I own a junk removal company, a used appliance company, and I also got a real estate. I do fix and flips, and also buy multifamily, which is my main focus right now. The reason I got into real estate is because I am a father of 3 little girls. So I want to build generational wealth, financial freedom, and leave them a legacy for so when I pass away, they could continue it, right? And also one of my main focus is to get my time back. As you know, you can tell I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm always working, always grinding, trying to build business up, and I'm trying to help others invest in real estate passively. A lot of people don't know that they could get into real estate, right? A lot of us don't want to be landlords. They don't want to deal with tenants. They don't want to collect rent. They don't want to deal with I want to fix the faucet and all this type of stuff. So that's where I come in now. Trying to help a lot of other business owners, right? So they can focus on building their business, and me and my team will take care of building their generational wealth, their financial freedom passively, right? Because one day we all got to retire, right? So you got to build your 100%. Income. So that's what I do now, trying to help a lot of people get into this space that they don't know about.
Brilliant. You mentioned in those real estate experiences that you had people not taking care of their property. So you own a property and people in there didn't take care of it. How does that work? What's that process like?
So my main focus right now, so we buy B and C assets, right, in tertiary main markets, right? So we buy value-add multifamily properties. So we go in, right, and basically you're buying a business, you're buying a used business, and we come and fix the problems, right, and then we sell it after, right, after we fix it, right, we sell it for profit, where we do 80-20 splits with our investors. They get 80% of the profits, and we get 20% for doing all the hard work. You're just there passively. So in this case, on the property we just closed, the previous owners, right, of the business, right, or the apartments, right, they didn't take care of the property. So it wasn't taking care of the work orders, meaning if a tenant had a leaky faucet or a clogged toilet, they wasn't taking care of that. The previous owner, he lived far away. So when it comes to real estate, sometimes, you have people that invest in real estate from all over the world, and sometimes they'll hire a property manager, right? And they don't know how the property manager is taking care of their business, right? Some of these people got a lot, they're high income, so they don't know. They just making sure they get their check every month, but they don't know how if their business is functioning properly. They're just going based on what the property management. And if you don't know, you don't know. So in this case, man, we came in and the previous owner wasn't doing nothing, not a damn thing. And so now we're actually coming in, fixing all those work orders. We're changing the property management to a better property management. The pool, there was a pool in this property. They ain't fixed over 3 years. And think about it. We buy in Dallas, Texas. If you do your homework on Dallas, Texas, it's one of the top 5 markets in the United States.
All right.
At least 200 to 300 people are moving a day into Dallas.
Yeah.
It's expanding all 4 directions. Like, when it comes to like cities, when they build, right, they'll build west, right? Or they'll build east. Dallas is expanding north, south, all type of directions. A lot of development going. And it's a lot of Fortune 500 companies. If you guys don't know what Fortune 500 companies, those are the top 500 companies in the stock market. We have AT&T, we got Facebook, we got all these big companies bringing jobs. And then, as you know, when it comes to people go where the jobs are at, right? So that's
100%.
Where people want to live at. So in Dallas, people are going. Also, Texas is a tenant-friendly state and a business-friendly state too. So that's why we only buy in Texas. Where I live at, I live in Connecticut. We're not tenant-friendly state. So it messes up the business plan if you live in a tenant-friendly state. You know what I mean? You want to be in a landlord-friendly state, because when you got tenants that, we all got, them bad apples in the business, right? But they don't want to pay their rent for whatever reason. You want to be able to get them out in a timely fashion, because if you hear horror stories, right, there's people that don't pay rent for years, right? And if you live in a landlord in a tenant-friendly state, man, it costs money to kick people out. So in our case right now, we're dealing with a couple of those bad apples right now that we're getting out, right, because we bought a used business. So I'm actually very excited about this property, because I'm Hispanic, so this community is very Hispanic. So we felt the moral of the property was very low, because of the previous manager that wasn't listening to their concerns. So they're very happy with coming in as brand new owners. We're taking care of all the work orders. We're fixing all the stuff. Making sure they could live comfortably. We're fixing units, right? We're making sure all the units is fixed. We're actually making them better, right? Putting new appliances, new flooring, just making sure they live comfortably. A lot of most of us, we spend most of our time home, right? So we want people to be happy they're coming home to a safe, secure place.
No, 100%. Couldn't agree more with the last one, especially. In handling all those hardships, what has been the biggest game changer for the real estate business in the past year for you?
My biggest game changer in real estate, it was building the right relation, building the right team, because I couldn't do it without them, right? And people don't know that real estate is a team sport, just like basketball or football, right? There's 5 guys and you got the 5 bench players. Same way in real estate. That was my game changer. Was when I was at a networking event, and I met this individual that lives in Dallas, right? He has over 15 years of construction experience, right? He owns a construction company. He's actually buying multifamilies. So he became my mentor, he became my partner, and then I'm part of the team now. So that's been like the biggest game changer the past 2 years. Me and him become my mentor, become my partner, right? And that's really one of the biggest game changers. Since then, closed that property. We got other properties in contract, and just a lot of momentum going on right now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Well, is there a mistake that you made early on that you learned a valuable lesson from?
Mistakes.
At the beginning?
At the beginning, man.
Or recently, in the last year?
Not vetting, not doing my homework on decisions, on certain decisions I made, like when it comes to partnerships, right? And not having a mentor, right? That was a mistake I did, right? I'm in real estate, so I do single family flips too. The mistake I made was not having somebody to guide me, right? So I had to deal with all the hardships of not having somebody to guide me through something I didn't know about. I went in here, dove head in, didn't know anything about it, and I hired a bad contractor, I had a bad realtor, I overspended on material, you name it. However, you learn through your mistakes, so I don't regret the experience, right? but it was if I had to do it again, now I know better, right? I've been in the game for
Yeah,
2 years.
exactly.
I would partner up with people that are doing it, so I could shorten the learning curve. And we want to scale, right? In real estate, you want to be able to move fast. So the way you can scale is by partnering up with people. And I partnered up with when I first started. I also partnered up with some people that wasn't like-minded, right? I didn't really vet them. I seen stars like, hey, I need an underwriter, right? Come on my team. Instead of doing my homework, vetting him, take time, making sure he works hard, making sure his values and goals align with the team I have now. And I went through like 3 different partnerships because of that. But you have to go through these mistakes in order to grow,
Yeah.
So it's really
100%. Without the mistakes, there are no lessons. So how can you grow? How can you really grow? So
it's all about growth. If you ain't learning, I think somebody says a quote: "If you ain't learning, you're dying." But not physically, right? But if you're not growing, so.
Exactly. Is there a question you get asked most often about your real estate business?
The question is, what do I do, right? What do I do? Because real estate is there's a lot of real estate in this
Broad
world, right?
term, yeah.
So there's commercial, there's single, there's industrial, there's hotels, there's mobile homes. So the biggest question is, what do you focus on? So I focus on buying multifamily properties. And the way I do that is by partnering up with partners and investors to tackle projects, right? Or tackle that we can't do by ourselves, right? I buy 50 to 100 units in Dallas, and I get this question. I tell everybody the same thing. We partner up, and then we hold it for 3 to 5 years, and the investors or partners, the investors get 80% after the 3 to 5 years. And we keep 20% doing the hard work. And the reason I do it is because I truly believe, right, we all should build generational and have financial freedom.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are working, we don't have the knowledge, right, of that I can invest money to work better than the traditional investment like the stock markets and your 401ks, that you can pull money out these places, right, and put it into these assets and have your money double more than those investments. So I really take passion in teaching people this because I impact their life. I also impact the future lives, right? Their families plus their family after, because they started and the goal. It's very important people to start. A lot of people ain't starting. They have a lot of fear because of all the news, right? The news really
hell yeah,
really. Like with the interest rates, right? People like, hey, I want to see what's going on with the markets and stuff. And man, when you gotta buy, man. Like the thing about real estate, it always appreciates. You can never go wrong. That's one thing they're not making. They're making real estate, but it's one thing they can't. AI is not replacing real estate. AI is not gonna. People gotta pay rent, right? People need places to live.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like.
Definitely.
The stock market goes up and down. You could lose your investment one day, boom, in the stock market, And if you pull the money out, you get taxed on it, And real estate, we have in the United States, right? We have so many tax benefits that we could delay your tax penalty till forever if you really want to.
Yeah.
If Donald Trump, right? People get mad, right? Because he pays $0, right? You see Jeff Bezos, right? They pay zero. These people are paying $0. Why? Because of real estate.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they pay. It's not because of they pay $0 in taxes because of real estate. Because you get to offset all this stuff, right?
Exactly. So there is a legal way to avoid taxes that not many people are educated enough to know and actually do. So. I mean, they know the game, right?
My company is WV Capital Holdings, but it really is short for World Vision. I really, really have a passion trying to spread the word to the world, right? Have a big vision to help people see it. Like, man, you could actually change your life, get into real estate. You just gotta start.
100%. 100%. That's brilliant. Right, let's get into the bonus section. In there, I'll say a word or a phrase, and you must reply with the first thought that comes to your mind. One word if possible. Okay?
No problem.
Let's see. Real estate investing.
Life-changing.
Business owners.
It's not for everybody.
Property owners.
It's not for everybody.
Passive income.
Passive income, life changing.
Amazing. And family and business.
Love.
Hmm.
Love.
In real estate investing, you said life changing, right? I know you mentioned that it's really important to get the generational wealth going. Is there a step? Are there a few steps that you can somebody make to start educating themselves for that? And if so, can you help them do that?
Oh man, great question, right? A lot of people, right? They, you could get free education on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about that is you got to take action, So you could find biggerpockets.com. You can go to YouTube. It's free, right? Also, you have the other side where people are you pay people, like you pay a mentorship program, like how I did, right? I invest. One thing about me, I'm always gonna invest in myself. I'm a student to the game. I'm still learning and I'm still growing in this industry, and I'm gonna continue still growing in the industry. So, I pay for mentorships to learn more. Find mentors. That was a game changer in my life. Find a mentor. Find somebody. Yeah. If you want to get into the single family space, like that's your passion, because like I said, real estate is broad, right? You got all type of real estate, right? It's just depending on what you want to do and what's best fit for you and your investors. Then you stay in that lane, right? Master that lane, then go to another lane. Don't try to as you grow in this industry, you could be the jack. You could invest here, invest here, invest here. I'm focused on buying multifamily because that's where my niche. That's what I learned. The best strategy, like I said, find those two. Either free. Go on YouTube, learn, but you gotta take massive action, right? You gotta take the steps. Find a mentor. Like go to meetups, right? You go to meetups, local meetups,
networking,
meetups, and then network. There's people out there that give out free knowledge, right? They'll take you, if you like one way, right? If you want to do flips, right? You find somebody doing flips. Hey, man, this is what I want to get into. Can I come, right? When you have one, can I come and just watch? I just want to learn. I don't. You don't have to. I don't want nothing. I just want to learn. Can I do that? Some people say yeah, and if they say yeah, go learn, right? Hey, I want to learn the numbers. Hey, show me, right? And then people take you under the wing. Eventually, that becomes your partner. You know what I mean? Because whatever deal you find, you're gonna partner up with him, right? So you could short your learning curve, so you won't make mistakes I did in my first one. I ain't have no partner. That was all by myself. But if you partner up, and give them a bigger pie just to learn, right? Take a little piece of the pie, right? A little piece of the watermelon. A lot of people want the whole pie instead of just let me just take a piece. Eventually, you're gonna have the whole pie, but you gotta work your way to get the whole pie, right? But you gotta leverage, gotta leverage experts, right, to get where you want to get. Find partners, you know what I mean? Me personally, I love getting on calls with new guys, with new people that haven't gotten into this industry, and I just tell them, hey, just start, man. Just start. You don't got money. A lot of people don't got money. Find people that got money. Everybody, somebody that has money, right? That trusts you. Hey, I got this deal. You want to fund it, and I give you this much, right? Because a lot of people, don't have money sitting in the bank, and it's you know what I mean? Inflation is killing
100%. Yeah.
Why would they skip an opportunity to have their money grow more than the bank or more than the stock market?
Exactly.
And I definitely, like I said, I have a passion. My company's called World Vision for a reason. I want to help as many people change their family's life, especially more people that are busy professionals and business owners when they don't have the time to go look for the deals, go source the debt, handle the property management, right? There's a lot of us out there like that. However, it's like one thing I learned, right? When you I think Columbia University did a study, right? A lot of people on their deathbed, they live with a lot of regret, right? So you don't want to be that person, right? When you're on your deathbed, hey, I should have did this back then, man. And I want to help people, like, because a lot of busy professionals get to the point they just don't know, right? They're getting taxed and all this stuff. help them invest in real estate, help change their family's life. Eventually, they could leave their 9 to 5 by investing what all the investments I have, right? Because that's the goal too. You know, we want to leave your 9 to 5. And what I learned and the model they teach that God taught me, and I help investors, will help people, will help impact a lot of lives.
Is there any last words from Willie specifically before we close the pod?
If you're trying to get in real estate and you never got into the real estate, just start, man. Just start. That's my biggest advice. Take massive action. Find people that are doing it and just learn from them, man. And you won't regret it. That's one thing I you know what I mean. It's very frightening, right? To open that door. However, on the other side of the door, you won't ever regret it. It takes time. Real estate is a long-term game, right? It's not instant results. However, if you see, right, 99% of all millionaires got their income from real estate. So if you're trying to learn more, man, just go on these platforms I said, or you could contact me, research me on social media, and I'm willing to hop on a call, help you learn, point you to people that are doing it and you're wherever you at, because your net worth is your net worth, and you're one connection away from
100%.
changing your life.
100%. Let's leave that here. That's perfect. And that was Willie Henriquez, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Willie.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It was an honor, privilege, like I said earlier, man.